If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, that's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super under center song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the
Just
just
cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the
Just
just
cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking fuck off. Hey, it's just a game. It's just a game. It's just a game. Move, dog. I lost too much money on that shit, dog. Real talk, now. Move, son. Move. Fuck.
Just cash.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, welcome back, everyone. It is Just Cash coming at you on November 7th. Nice Thursday. And as always, joined by Underrated. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm great. Every time I see that guy at the end, I get happy because I'm like, this is so funny. We just all know that feeling from being degenerates, having fun.
Yep. The highs and the lows of the betting life. So you get it. We've all been there before, so I definitely get that.
I never broke two
we all-
TVs like that, though. Have you?
No, I've never broken a TV. I might have smashed an Xbox or PlayStation controller a time or two, but it's back on the young Rager days of Call of Duty and Halo. So, yep.
All right.
Those get expensive. Try not to do that. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Well, how
That's,
do you how do you not do it though? We make good plays only, right? We do a lot of this.
Exactly.
We a lot of passings.
Yep. I mean, we got another pretty light day today. But before we hop into it, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button and check out links down below. We still are running our 7-day free trial for the Discord, so make sure you guys hop in there and check it out. All right. Yeah, I mean, so both Underdog and PrizePicks kind of were a little slow on dropping some props. I did see that they late added the St. Mary's game over here, so kind of cool. They gave us a few extra props, but we did see a few bumps already today. But one prop, let's go ahead and talk about because I do feel like this is going to bump sometime soon. It's going to be John Blackwell. He is 11.5 over here on Underdog, but he's all the way up to, I believe, 12.5. Yes, 12.5 here on PrizePicks. So we still get a really, really nice discount. This last game, he did come up just, he had 16 points, so pretty solid outing. And then go over here to, which I found this today. I meant to tell you right before we hopped on.
What's up? What's up?
One tool that I was looking for reference today, always is usage rating. And went over to Roto Grinder, and it turns out they actually have the usage rating for the players here, which is insane. That's like the only site I've seen that actually has that.
Oh, sick.
So, yeah, that was a huge find earlier. But talking about Blackwell here, he had a 22% usage rating. the minutes, even still in a blowout, I mean, they were definitely well ahead in this match. And he still played 30 minutes. So, double-digit field goal attempts. You can see he's also a mixed bag between three-point shooting and gets to the free throw line. He plays more, as a big, but still, the minutes, production, all that stuff here. I think just especially the discrepancy that we're getting with Underdog to PrizePicks. This 11.5 looks pretty solid today. And let's see. So, did a couple metrics for the team stuff earlier. Hey, baby, let him.
And did did the Blackwell bump already on PrizePicks? You said bump to 12.
12.5. Yeah.
12.5. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Get it in then, guys. Get it in. If you don't got Blackwell 11.5, get it in. That's why I like this though. Like we've noticed that we haven't had a shitload of plays because it's been the beginning of the season, but the plays that we have had, I don't think we missed one yet. I mean, there's been a couple of the plays that coach liked a little less, but his main plays, every single one is hit, I think.
Oh yeah, especially a lot of the first plays that he's been posting too. So guys, definitely want to be in the Discord and make sure you find that.
And Ian said I was hearing this is NBA, but Ian said I was hearing Ayton and Portland is tough on centers. Wemby under PRA points also. Yeah, Portland has been good this year, which is amazing, and you could do that. The time to do the time to do Wemby under was yesterday, and I just missed it. But yeah, he scored 15 yesterday. I don't know how about today, but you can do it, Ian. I mean, I don't hate it.
Here, let me see. Portland. Yeah, Portland's pretty decent on points in the paint. They're
which is amazing, right? Portland actually good on D now. So far.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. And I mean, honestly, I feel like it's a little bit of a product of just their opponents they've currently played. But Ayton's no slouch. Jeremy Grant's healthy, and who's their other? They have Denny this year. Huge pickup for them, and he's I wouldn't say a phenomenal defender, but he's no slouch, and he's a really good space for the floor. He's big, he can shoot a three, he can facilitate, rebound, all that good stuff. So, yeah, I mean, between the three of them, they've been pretty solid inside the paint. Kamara, afterthought doesn't really factor into much of that, but as a whole, yeah, I could see that. But the only thing I will say is I feel like we've seen a lot of really mild Wemby so far this season, and he hasn't really had himself that game yet. So back at home, don't forget that all their other secondary shooters are out too, like Sohan and Vasil. He could have himself, a little bit better of a game, especially if he's feeling himself from three, which I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to bring Ayton outside the paint, outside the paint as much as possible to try and limit, his not only his paint presence, but their secondary and offensive rebounding chances. So they have a lot of slashing guards, between Harrison Barnes, Champagne. He's been playing himself really, really well lately. So keep an eye out for him. It's just the 3-point shooting, I would say, for Wemby. If he's really trying to attack them from the outside, he can be a little bit more dangerous in that aspect. But if the shot's not falling, there's a good chance that they'll probably just forego that game plan, and we could see Wemby racking up the RA. And he has been lately, and especially with Sohan out now, we could see him have a few more touches and facilitating just a little bit more.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So next up, we did have a bump. We got Frankie earlier today at 10.5. Now he bumped to 11, so I mean it's still a push factor, but we still don't mind it. The last game he did only score 9 points, but it was a huge blowout. 57-81, and he only ended up playing 21 minutes. But he still had a 22% usage rating as a whole, and he didn't hit a single three, which typically he's good for a three. And I mean, you can see obviously he's getting to the free throw line a bunch, and pretty, you would like to see a little bit more field goal efficiency from a big like this. But I think in this game, pretty decent bounce back spot. If they can keep the game closer as well, there's a good chance that he's going to play upwards closer to like 25, 26 minutes. So, this team is definitely going to rest their bigs if they get up a lot like that. But I think this is going to be another spot for him to have a good bounce back game here. So the 11 doesn't scare me. And if he gets more minutes, this should be an easy outing.
Big Fiddler. Okay, sounds good.
Yep. All right, and then the last play we're just going to talk about. This I would definitely say slightly on the lesser end of things, just in case if we do get a blowout from Florida here. Which this last game, the opposing team was able to hang around. It was a massive spread, so he ended up having himself a game. Dropped 29 points, played 34 minutes, which is crazy. So if they can keep the game close enough and/or he can just get there in enough time, I would say between 3 quarters, 19.5, not a bad spot. And PrizePicks actually had a goblin for him. Yeah, it's still up there. So this 1.5 3-point made. This guy is definitely a sniper. He's good for at least a three pretty much every game. But 1.5, it's good for a 2.25x, so it's not the worst. At least it's not a negative payout. But just something I think to consider.
Okay, we have Big Coach over here. If we want to try to get him on, if you're feeling like talking to the man.
Yeah, absolutely. If he wants to hop on, or if he's got a second to chime in, we can get a few live updates from him. We'll probably keep the stream, fairly short again today. Again, folks, it's still early on in the season, so we're trying to get some more data under the belt. That way we can make better decisions.
Right. Okay. Well, I just sent him the link here, so he should be here in a minute, and we are definitely just going to try it. Don't know if it's going to work 100%, but we are going to try. Now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, while he's doing that, I'll just kind of riff off for some general stuff today. I was able to do just an overall team metric at a glance. So most of the things, I would say a lot of these teams kind of middle of the pack. I'll just shout out a couple notable spots though. Florida, really solid offense. They're 45th best out of 305 teams, and Utah as well. So keep an eye out for these two teams. Play maybe half units a little bit lighter on some of those plays because they could definitely be massive blowout games. But really high-powered offenses here, and then Wake Forest, really, really subpar offense, but playing really good defense. So making up for that a little bit down the stretch there. Utah, just really, really solid. 85th best overall. And then Michigan State, I think, stand out for their 55th in rebounding. And then Utah as well, obviously going along with the offense. Their assist rating is top 10 in the league currently. So do keep an eye out for, I don't know if if there's college props you guys may have out there on books or something unique to your state, but just stuff to think about here.
Cool. I like it. Well, it says Coach is in the green room on this thing over here. I don't see him or hear him, so I'm not sure if he hit mute or if I'm fucking up. So, Coach, if you're there, can you speak to us, sir? And if you can't, we still love you. I don't know. I don't see him. Let's see.
You have to turn his, I see on that little screenshot, his music thing is, or his volume is X on mute.
No, that's if I turn it down like that, I think. Or maybe it made me do that. Let's see. Dang it. Let me try to do this.
Well, that's okay. Well, you guys figured that out. I'm just going to branch out. We'll talk about a little bit of football here because I know you guys are going to have some questions about that as well. We got Cincinnati traveling to Baltimore. Should be, I'm thinking quarterbacks are going to sling it tonight. Both of the quarterbacks in a really great passing spot. Personally, I really like Joey B for this 1.5 touchdown prop. Kind of surprised they haven't really lowered that too much today. And I think for his alt lines, I'd be comfortable with going somewhere around the 249, but they bumped this up quite a bit today, so I think I'm going to hold off on that. Maybe target some alt lines for the receivers. Same thing for Lamar Jackson if you want to take the 1.5 passing touchdowns. I get it. I'm a little more skittish on that, but they did offer a lot of alt lines for him. This 109 and a half at 0.73, pretty solid. And if you just want to play it safe, the under 200, 0.67, that's not bad either.
Okay. I think we have Coach now. Coach, you there?
Big Coach?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, Coach.
Let's fucking go.
Oh shit! The college man is here.
Let's go.
The people want some money, Coach. People want some money.
Let's get some money then.
What you got for me? What should we ask this kid?
First?
I don't know.
Well, I was just explaining, for the most part, most of the plays that you talked about, and we left off with Walter Clayton Jr. Talking about his points, but also keeping a heads up, maybe a little bit of a blowout there. But yeah, what's your thoughts? Anything, any recent thing coming to mind?
Well, I thought their last game was going to be a blowout. It ended up being a pretty good game, so I'm not quite sure if this game will be like that. But as far as like Walter in general, it's pretty much his team this year. You know, he has the full reins. The dude had a high scoring performance last game, lots of usage, and you know, I think we could see him having another high scoring game, going over 20 points. There are a few other players on his team that have high usage as well too, or at least they'll try to. You know, they'll try to black hole a little bit, and that's kind of how, you know, I'm probably just kind of half unit on him. But he does a lot. He shoots the three ball well. He takes a lot of shots attempts, and the coaches trust him. So he's their veteran. You know, he's their senior, and I think that he'll have enough volume to get over 20 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Cool. So he was sorry. You're on the over 19.5 points. That's what it was. Is that what it was, Big Coach?
Do I sound like distorted? Can you guys hear me?
No, you're good.
Yeah, over 19.5 points. That's a lean play that you guys can go ahead and throw in. I know E mentioned that he liked the other two props. We got Frankie Fiddler's prop. We got our scoring guy from Wisconsin, John. Those two props are solid. I like them a lot. I liked Fiddler a lot at 9.5, but it bumped right before we got him. But this dude is way more of a scorer than what everyone thinks. So he wasn't at Michigan State last year. He was at University of Omaha, which is a smaller D1. And I watched him a few times last year, and he lit the fucking shit up. Like, the kid can actually shoot the ball really, really well. His very, very first game of Michigan on Monday, he shot the ball horrible. He didn't shoot good at all. I think he was like 2 for 7 from the field, and still managed to have 9 points. So I think he's today. I think he's going to have a really, really good game going out, especially if he can get around, 22, 23, 24 minutes a game. We should have no problem him getting us double digits.
Nice.
As far as John from Wisconsin, first game of the season, he did lead the team in minutes, which is good. He has high usage. He's on the court a lot. He shoots a good percentage as well, too. I want to say he had double-digit shot attempts, which is good as well, too. And that's just a low line at 12.
Correct me.
12.5 or 13 as well, too. So
correct me if I'm wrong, Coach, because this is new to me. But these transfers that come from other spots or even freshmen, they start their lines kind of low, right? Like that rookie dude, that freshman dude yesterday from Indiana had like 35 points, and they had his line at like 14. Does that type of stuff happen a lot in college?
Because they don't know how to mark them. Because what they're doing is, nowadays, since the transfer portal opened up and now people can transfer and play right away, they're pretty much building teams now. It's like superstars of college are all joining forces. So they don't know how to put their lines. It's like, okay, this dude averaged 25 last year, but now he's on the court with 3 other guys that average 18 to 19. So they don't know where to put them. But not knowing that these dudes could pop off and, they can rack up points, in segments. They can just rack them up. So, yeah, they don't really know the lines too much. They're still trying to gauge them like everyone else is still trying to gauge them. But I think we did a pretty good job taking advantage of them.
I'd say so. We won every one so far.
I'm not sure if E talked about Hunter Salas at all. E talked about him.
No, not yet.
Okay, so they had a blowout win as well too, but he also played not good. Like, he can do much better than what he did, and I'm thinking he can have a possible possible bounce back game, even though it's another potential blowout. I think he can just shoot the rock a little bit better. Didn't really add him to my list, but he's someone to watch. His point line at 16.5 is not bad. I can see him getting a 20 ball out of this low major team that they're playing. But that's just a play that we can kind of watch, keep an eye on, and maybe we can kind of add that to our list as we go throughout the day.
Looks like he
But that's
bumped.
something that we can kind of.
Looks like he bumped,
Did
right?
he bump?
Yeah, 17.
Oh, so yep. So
Yeah.
we would have had some value if we'd have pulled the trigger. I think also kind of going back to Walter Clayton a little bit. Sorry about that. Kind of step back. Let's say if you didn't want to roll with the 19.5. Let's say if you're thinking, hey, he's gonna get like 18 points. The dude can he could rack up RA better than what we saw in game 1. He could rack up RA, he could rack up stock. So if you could find that fantasy line around 31 to 33 range, I definitely will feel comfortable running his fantasy as an option as well too. If they even give us the fantasy, I don't know if they'll give us that.
He found it.
Yep. I already had it in the
there you
queue.
go.
I was about to circle back and ask you. I was like, if you like the 19.5 points for him to get 20, I mean, the dude got 3 stocks and he's an RA getter.
Yeah, that
He's
makes
at 32
sense
flat.
as well too. Yeah, that's a good. I think that's worth a shot playing that. I just wish that we could find some of these guys on sites to where we can play them by themselves. That'd be awesome, but looks like we're not that fortunate this time around.
I think as the season goes, we'll be able to, though.
For sure.
Yeah, I think so too. Hopefully. But other than that, there wasn't much more that I was kind of eyeing. We haven't really had a big slate like we had day one. Day one, we had a big slate. Decent amount of stuff to choose from. Yesterday we had a few to choose from. Today we have a few to choose from. So just don't get carried away. Don't play random things. Just be patient. There's a lot of college basketball to go around, especially this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There'll be a lot of stuff to bet on. And what we want to do is we want to make sure we're getting straight profit, we're getting money, we're not just giving away money playing dumb props. So might not be that much stuff to play, but that's cool. That's cool. We don't need to play a bunch of stuff. So there's not much CBB. Play what's there. Play what we kind of have going. Pair it with your favorite football if you have to pair it, and kind of let it be. I don't think we need to force a bunch of stuff.
I agree.
Yep.
And
100%.
make sure you guys get a lot of avocado in your life.
Oh, yeah. Bro, I ran out today. I'm pissed.
And drink some water.
Terrible.
Well, we're going to have a pretty nice slate, I think, for tomorrow already. I mean, I can see
Water.
they're loading up the board with props.
Eat avocado. Make good bets. That's
There
the
you go.
fucking staple right there. That's the recipe right there.
The Secrets to Life by Big Coach.
I feel like that's the recipe to break these fucking bookies.
I like your attitude today, Coach. I like it.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, I mean, I guess you guys got anything else we want to talk about or bring up here?
I would just say, E, if you could, just go over the solid plays that are left for people, and then we can get up out because today is just a smaller day. We appreciate you, Big Coach, for the insight and all the plays we get to follow and learn from. I think Big Coach already left us. He just hung up without saying bye. All right, we still love him.
Well, yeah, we'll still give him a shout out. As always, much appreciated from Coach. And, the overnight plays and the early plays in the Discord. Again, make sure you guys checking it out. Links down below. Still running the 7-day free trial for that. they have been very crucial, and especially, now today, we'll say, for example, we've seen the two different sites. They've kind of made their stand on where they want to, pick this game to let us have props on. And one site said yes, one site said no. So, make sure you guys play accordingly. There is NFL, there is NBA tonight as well. We'll have, discussions in the Discord for that. But, so running through the plays here, the Fiddler on the Roof, he was at 10.5 points. We got that early value. Still at 11, things totally fine. Walter Clayton Jr., either line of his 19.5 straight up points, which is totally live. He had a 37% usage, led the team, everything. And his 32 fantasy. He had 3 stocks, plays a bunch of minutes. Also an RA getter, which I think subject to probably see more of as opposed to more scoring. And then our last play was going to be, which I think was probably the most solid play tonight, was going to be John Blackwell, 11.5 points. PrizePicks already bumped him way up. He's at 12.5 over there, and you can see he's a popular play, and they ran with it. So better value over on Underdog. And yeah, that was going to be it for our college plays. So the NFL ones up here was just Joey B and Lamar alt passing line. So yeah, there's probably a bump to Joey there anyways. So all right, man. You got anything else before we get out of here?
No, not really. I was actually looking on Fliff to see if they're adding those props as single props, but basically the only thing I was wanted to add was the same thing we've been saying. We're just getting into this college. There's going to be value, guys. Like Coach said, just be patient. Play a couple plays. We'll learn as the season goes. We're going to be in the money soon. Just keep on being patient and playing. Just play the small plays that we like, and we'll have many plays coming up soon. That's pretty much it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe on the way out, and we're going to get out of here. Good luck tonight. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.